today we have lots to talk about. We're going to talk about a new travel warning, a brand new marketing program that Princess is starting up today to win another Porsche, if you can believe it, but it is indeed a marketing program. We are also going to talk a little bit more about the Sapphire Princess, some new biofuel that the Royal Caribbean Group is trying out this summer, and then lots more. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips, and today is Wednesday. It is June 7th of 2023, and yesterday, as I was just doing that quick update for you about the Sapphire Princess, I forgot to note that yesterday was the 79th anniversary of D-Day. We celebrate that here in the United States and mark what an important day that is in history. One thing that I wanted to tell you is that next year, we have our British Isles cruise, and she set sail, the Regal Princess, on June 8th of 2024 for a 12-day cruise round trip out of Southampton to visit ports in England and Scotland and Ireland, and it swoops down right at the end of the cruise down to France to the port of Le Havre. From there you can take an excursion to go to Normandy, and with next year being that 80th anniversary, I think it's going to be extra special, and so I wanted to let you know about that in case you wanted to sign up and come with us. Another thing that has crossed my mind several times is the possibility of doing a group cruise next year that would go to that region. So if you are interested, if you would comment below or send me an email just at letsgotraveltips@gmail.com, that would be wonderful, so that I know if there's interest in it, because I've got to make up my mind kind of soon, because 2024 is upon us. Before we know it, it'll be time to go. Now, I also wanted to tell you one other announcement here. Don't forget to join us tomorrow night on our live, Friday night on our live. We're going to be here at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to talk all about our Holland America cruise, answer any questions you've got about Holland America or Alaska. We are also going to talk about where we are going to go next. Gordon and I are going to go on a cruise in July, so we'll tell you where we're going and what we're most excited for about that, and take all of your other questions and just have a fun time talking about cruising. Now, I also wanted to touch base really quickly about the Sapphire Princess. Yesterday, I let you know that the day before yesterday, on Monday, she missed going to Glacier Bay because she rescued passengers off of that other cruise ship that had had a fire. So a couple of updates about that. We've got a Let's Go family member who was so kind to post a video that they had done over on our Facebook group. So Gordon will link that below this video, and surely if you do Facebook and you haven't joined us yet, you really should come and join our Facebook group. Everyone posts such valuable information. It's a great place to ask questions. It is a wonderful community there, and Gordon and I work really hard to keep it a safe, happy community for everyone. We really try to make sure as best you can that everyone is really civil and kind to each other, so that's really important to us. So anyway, come and join us if you would like. You just go to Let's Go Travel Tips and request to join, and Gordon will admit you. Now, another thing that I wanted to tell you about the Sapphire Princess is that one of our Let's Go family members noted in the comments that Princess did not offer any compensation for missing Glacier Bay, which is not surprising, and truly, honestly, I don't think they need to, and let me tell you why. Of course, it is always nice when a cruise line offers something because you have missed a port, or in this event, going into Glacier Bay. I do want, I feel like, and I have to remind myself of this really often, is why I'm reminding everyone and making you aware if you didn't know. When you go on a cruise, part of what you agree to when you read, like, there's that cruise contract and just the whole thing of going on a cruise, is that sometimes ports are going to be changed. You might miss a port, or another port might be put in its place with an itinerary change. Often itinerary changes are made before you go on a cruise so that you're aware of them if they are going to be made. But every once in a while things happen that the cruise line, I honestly think, can't do anything about, and so they have to make changes. Now, changes in ports of call, like you can miss a port because it's too windy, due to weather, things like that. People have missed ports before when there has been unrest in that place, and we're going to talk about a travel warning in just a minute. But there are a lot of different reasons why you can miss a port. And so having that understanding, even though we don't like to miss ports, it kind of puts it in perspective that when we do miss a port, it is not the cruise line's responsibility to give us money back for that. Now, like I said, it's always nice if they do give us something to try to make up for that a little bit, but it is certainly not required, and I kind of don't expect it. Personally, I don't expect it. So just wanted to let you know about that. The next thing that I think it's really important to talk about is, this is kind of fun to me, so say what you think. And this kind of goes back a long time ago also. So Royal Caribbean Group has announced that this summer over in Europe, they are going to be testing on the Celebrity Apex, which is sailing out of Rotterdam, and so that's a celebrity ship, and then Royal Caribbean Symphony of the Seas, who is sailing out of Barcelona. They are going to undergo for 3 months testing for biofuel mixture, which incorporates recyclable raw materials such as used cooking oils and fats. They want to try to do this and see if they can minimize the amount of carbon dioxide emissions that they have and just have a greener and cleaner maritime climate. And so it'll be really kind of fun. So let me know if any of you are sailing on those ships, what that's like. And so this goes back a long time ago when I was in high school, I think it was. Maybe it was in college. I don't know. Years go by. Anyway, at some point in my life, I know someone that tried to put cooking oil in their car instead of regular fuel. And it worked. It worked. It was a really old car, so I don't know. It probably damaged it. But it always smelled like French fries because it was used oil. So to me, it's going to be kind of fun to see what you all have to share about this. So if you're going on either one of these ships, or you hear anything or know anyone who is, let us know what that experience is like. I don't expect it to be bad at all. I should say that to start out with. That just reminded me of that. Have any of you ever heard of that or known anyone who has tried that? I think it's really interesting. Now, a quick update. The U.S. State Department has just increased the warning level for travelers going to the Dominican Republic. So the Dominican Republic is having a lot more trouble in areas outside of resort areas. And let me tell you what it says. It says violent crime, including armed robbery, homicide, sexual assault, is concerning throughout the Dominican Republic. The wide availability of weapons, the use and trade of illicit drugs, and a weak criminal justice system contribute to the high level of criminality on the broader scale. So, what do I think this means for those of us who have the Dominican Republic on our cruise itinerary? I think it's okay. I wouldn't be panicking if it was me, but I would be really cautious. So one of the things that the State Department suggests is they say, if you decide to go, be aware of your surroundings and do not display signs of wealth by wearing expensive jewelry or watches. It says they also warn against trying to stop any robbery attempts. So if someone tries to rob you, just give them what they were asking for. But when the place that Gordon and I have been in the Dominican Republic on a cruise is to Amber Cove there. And if you haven't been to Amber Cove is a really just a very secluded, set aside. There's a fence around it, I noticed when we were there. It's just really a cruise port area. You get off and they have a long pier that you can walk to get into the little area there. Or they have some of the local people who will, you can sit down in their little thing and they'll ride you on their bike up there and you give them a good tip for taking you. We did that. I feel like it's important to support local people and it was nice to have a ride. So we did that both directions. And then, but when you get over to the actual Amber Cove area, there are just shops. There's a big water slide area for people that want to enjoy that. There's a little bit of eating things. You can get a drink, a little something to eat if you want to, but that is all that is there. From there, I think that there were excursions you could book, but we were just, we were on the Norwegian Encore when we went there, and we just decided to get off the ship and see what there was to offer there. So I would feel very secure going there. I would also feel very secure if I were going to a resort, but I like going on a cruise ship better because the cruise ship pulls you right up to where you're going to get off and you can be very cautious with what you're doing. But in that Amber Cove area, you don't even have to worry about a car taking you to a resort. You're just already in that place. And so I just wanted to make you aware of the increased alert there so that you are wise and cautious if you go to the Dominican Republic. Now, I told you that Princess has a new marketing program, and sure enough, they do. And what they are working with, remember Exponential? Exponential is the company that does those new fitness programs that Princess offers. It's the fitness class that you get one of if you have the Plus package, or you get as many as you want if you've got that Premier package. So Exponential has an app, and you use that app. There are two ways that you can get entered in the drawing for a free Porsche. So you can either use the app, and it says use the app and achieve a 30-day fitness streak. That will enroll you in the giveaway for the Porsche. And by the way, I should add that it is not this is not available to residents of Colorado, Maryland, Nebraska, and North Dakota. That's not according to Princess's rules. That's the state's rules, just so you know that. But so you can either do the Exponential app and achieve your entrance into the drawing for that, or you can use Medallion Pay when you visit a shopping location. You know how, maybe you don't know. So Medallion Pay is a way that you can pay on land for items in gift shops that work with Princess, so that you can save a little bit of money. You get a rebate for doing that. I believe it's 7. And doing that will also enter you into the drawing. So when you get off of a cruise ship and you want to know if the store that you're going to shop in accepts Princess Pay, in the window will just be a round insignia like the Princess insignia with the sea witch on that, just like we're used to seeing. Then you know that when you go in, they accept the Medallion Pay. So that means you don't have to have a credit card. You use your medallion in those shops just like you do if you were buying something on board the ship. All right? So every time you do that, you get entered as well. To me, I think it's a marketing program. It is a marketing program because they are trying to increase awareness of the Exponential app, and they are trying to get people to use the Medallion Pay. I'll be honest, I have never used the Medallion Pay. I have not seen it offered in a lot of places in the ports that I have been in. In the Caribbean is where I have seen it offered the most, and I should pay better attention next time. But in my, just what I remember very much, it was in the jewelry shops that I always saw the little sign when I got off the ship and was walking around. So there you go. You have a chance to win a Porsche. And you might remember Princess has had the sweepstakes to enter a Porsche before. So I guess they're going to give another one away. Alrighty. I want to ask all of you if you have any questions about Alaska that I have not covered in my videos. I would really appreciate it if you would put it in the comments, or if you would put it in, send me an email about Alaska or about going on a cruise. I know that I need to talk about dining, so we're going to talk about dining in the next couple of days. And I'm going to talk to you more about disembarkation on our Holland America cruise. If you missed it, I talked about embarkation already, but I do want to talk to you about disembarkation and the ways that I think that can go more smoothly. But I just wanted to ask if you would please put in the comments anything that you think it would be really helpful to know that I've not covered lately. I really appreciate all of you. If you have not subscribed yet, will you please subscribe to our channel? We'd love to have you with us. And if you appreciate these updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up? I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.